good performance from England, but got away at the end.
Yeah, I think we just summed it up nicely. Thought we were in the contest for a large period of the time, and then a common theme, but we just switched off that a little bit. And when you switch off against a team like that, then you get punished for it. So
you've been at the top of the sport for quite a while now. What do you think needs to change? It's 53 years now. What do you think needs to change to kind of compete with Australia or beat Australia?
Just more games. Play more games against them. That's the only way you're going to get better is by playing against the best. So the more that we can take to the field against them or have series like this, I think it's been massive for the game over here. You know, sell-out crowds and great atmospheres. And then I think there've been some real good ding-dong games. To be fair, you've got scorelines probably don't reflect how intense they were. People from the outside might see the scoreline and think we weren't in that game, but I think there's large parts of that game that we were in that game, and like I said, just a couple of times knocked off that let them in.
You've had a great year at Wakey. How does this sort of end your year? Obviously a well-earned break after a very long season. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to a bit of time off now, spend some time. Obviously, families sacrifice a lot for me to be doing what I do, and I'm extremely grateful for what they do, and like my wife holding down the family. But I'm looking forward to some downtime. But it's been a good year. As a whole, Wakey, we finished in the top 6 like we wanted to, but unfortunately didn't take it to the next level that we wanted. But picked up some valuable experience in them games as a team, and hopefully next year we can go one further and keep on improving.
World Cup next year, is that? Yeah, you'll put yourself in the frame for that.
It's same as this year. You've got to keep playing to put yourself in that spot. So I'll keep working hard, and like I said, have some time off, but then it's down to working hard for Wakefield, and things will take care of themselves at the back of that. And then come October next year, we'll see where we're at.
Nothing to do with today, but have you been watching the relaunch of London and what's going on down there? And is it again that gladdens your heart?
Yeah, I've not particularly watched much. I've heard little bits, but not heard, not seen too much. Should I say? Because I'm not following it too closely. But yeah, I think from what I've seen, it's great. They seem like they've got some really good backers, and that's what they need. People that are keen to make the game grow in London, and I think where did they finish? 16th was it in IMG rankings? So if they can continue on the up, then hopefully we can see them back in Super League and compete in Super League as well.
More players like you as well, troll that talent for.
Yeah, well, you've got, I'm from there, but you've got Kai Pearce-Paul, who's a massive talent, playing over in Australia now, and there's also, that's just 2 of them. There's a huge pool of talent down in London, and with a steady base and somewhere where they can build up young players, and hopefully get an infrastructure going down there, which will give young players something to work towards, and hopefully we can get a competitive side down there.
Your Wakefield teammate Hamlin Welly has put his name forward for England selection. How do you think he would add to the England pack?
Yeah, I think he'd be really good. He's a great player. Unfortunately, we couldn't play. He had a couple of injuries this year, but he's a tough player as well. He's had injuries which people didn't know about, but he battled through them, and so I think obviously I'm not the person that selects him, but I think he'd be a good player.